any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Looking downfield, it's Weeks. Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. He found open space. The band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got his man on the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Quick handoff. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They want to run it left here. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you... Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw, it's Weeks. Scrambling away. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Trying play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to pass, it's Weeks. The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Direct snap. And he score. Touchdown, Texas!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're one.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. Ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on second down. The RPO, it's complete. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job of winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Weeks. He's taking the shot. Catch in stride inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, Dave. He's going to let it go. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over.
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Weeks. And the defense picks up a sack. Quarterback down at the 44.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Set, ready.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. It's a seam wide open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Holds it in. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got a man, it's Abraham. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And the try is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Weeks. Quick completion on the out. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Touchdown Longhorn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Give to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He breaks a tackle. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Weeks. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Bully ball on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Weeks. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the ground, it's locked. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead. The big running back, he's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, first down and more. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The 50, the 40, he's at the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Wants to throw. It's Weeks. Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Using the quick game. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Making side adjustments here. To throw, and sweeps. It's complete on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really